Hello and welcome to Forex.academy, your #1 website for Forex and crypto education and analysis. In today's edition, we're going to be taking a look at Ftse looking to retest its May low. Thank you for joining this Forex Academy educational video. In this session, we will be looking at the Ftse 100 index. In this yearly chart, we can see the red highlighted low of 5,750, which was the low point from March, having crashed down from January's peak just under 7,600 as a result of the COVID-related pandemic causing the UK to go into lockdown. While the higher peak shows up as a sharp rebound to 6,500 at the beginning of June, the value of the top 100 UK firms has been falling steadily since then to the current level at 6,000 at the time of writing. By sharp comparison, this is the Dow Jones Industrial Index yearly chart, showing a record high for the index in February of 29,500, falling to a low of just above 18,000 before a V-shaped recovery took it back over to 29,000, where practically 100% of the original crash was reversed. The Nasdaq fared even better, and the S&P 500 both, which moved at all-time highs. While it is impossible to suggest that two economies are identical, the USA has enjoyed a bull run while the Ftse 100 has faded, and while the US economy is very slowly showing signs of a recovery, the numbers by no means suggest that the economy of the USA is in better shape than before the pandemic. So what is the driving factor for one and effectively putting the brakes on the other? This can largely be put down to sentiment. The American economy is perceived to have the ability to achieve the same growth as before the pandemic. Therefore, traders and investors have taken a long-term view on the US economy will recover and go on to see growth, and they are taking the risk that the stock market will reflect this at some point in the future. In other words, they see the economy catching up with the stock market, rather than the traditional view of the stock market reflecting the value of the economy. However, investors in the British economy are slightly more subdued because of the worries that the British government and the European Union are clashing heads with regards to any future trading relationship now the UK has left the EU. This is because the European Union wants more regulatory alignment with Britain regarding its future trading arrangements, and whereby financial services regulations need to be reflective of both economies, and where, for example, safety standards and hygiene standards remain level-pegged because the European Union has a duty to ensure that the citizens of the EU do not receive substandard services or substandard food and food substances or substandard electronics and motor cars and equipment. The EU has also placed pressure on the British government regarding the fishing rights of the EU in British waters, and where there seems to be no possibility of an agreement on this subject. This is also another major stumbling block in the fact that Ireland is part of the EU and Northern Ireland is part of the United Kingdom, and there is no border in place. In which case, unchecked goods and services could move between the two areas, leaving the door open for infringements, including tax and revenue losses, and the movement of people without passports and livestock moving without regulatory checks by the EU. The whole thing is extremely complicated, but the bottom line is, if these issues cannot be agreed upon in the next few weeks, there is a distinct possibility that no official trade agreements will be set in place, where the United Kingdom was hoping to have a free trade deal with the EU, and in which case the UK will need to revert to World Trade Organization rules. These will be more expensive for the United Kingdom economy in the long run. The Ftse 100 is currently at a critical area which is of great psychological importance. Should price action fall just under 6,000 and then push up to find the 6,000 area becoming a line of resistance, we could see price action fall down to the previous low so far of September of 5,800, and then perhaps a retest of May's low at just above the 5,700 level. The longer that the EU and UK remain at loggerheads and cannot agree on a future trading relationship, the more chance we will see this index push lower, and if the UK ends in a transition period without a formal agreement at the end of December this year, the pressure will be on the Ftse 100 to fall even lower because we are still in the grips of the pandemic, coupled with the WTO trading rules and no formal trading agreements in place between the EU or the USA. This will leave investors wondering how badly this will affect the British economy in the next 12 months. If you enjoyed the video, then please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below about anything you would like us to discuss in future, or if you have any questions about this particular video. Have a great day.